So yeah, I'm fasting today. So yeah, it's still a bit like I said, a little bit of a mental battle for myself. So yeah,
we fasting to make the weight for Saturday.
No,
sorry,
mate,
you've already made weight, haven't you?
Yeah. So
sorry, yeah.
No, that's cool, but I just do it. I used to work at a school, mate, and it was predominantly like Asian and Muslim school. So, and I've got quite a few Asian and Muslim mates as well. So, just a little mental battle for myself, and just to test my character. So, yeah, every Friday, during Ramadan, I do like a little Friday fast, mate.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, nice. Obviously, your last fight on a cage steel, obviously, big knockout, highlight win. You happy with that performance?
Yeah, mate. Like I said, I was just kind of working the kickboxing. Try to just feel a bit comfortable, just with my range. Just getting back in there. Like I said, I had a year and a half off due to all this malarkey and what's going on in the world. And obviously, yeah. So I was just glad to be back in there. To be honest,
were you able to stay active during that year off, like?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're training. Yeah, we got a few non-contacts training in, but yeah, we were training. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. Like it, just went for some reason.
Switched out. Yeah, sorry, buddy. The joys of technology, mate. As I always say, the joys of technology.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying. You were saying about year off. How about doing
we managed to
non-contact?
Quite a bit of training in. Sorry, yeah. We're still, quite active and still been doing quite a few bits and bats, yeah, during the lockdown and malarkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been able to do a fair bit, mate. Still, yeah.
Yeah. Were you straight back in the gym after the last cage steel event, or take a week
off? I was. I was just back on it, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Apologies, sorry. I was back on it, mate. Literally, just got straight back to training. Just putting the work back in, mate. Just working on the weakness and just building the strengths and just keep on going.
Yeah. No, decent, man. Well, am I correct in saying that was your first fight at light heavyweight?
No, I've fought before at light heavyweight. I mean, I've had six amateur MMA fights, and yeah, I'd probably say it's been. I fought, I think 2 at light heavy, and the rest have all been heavyweight. So I've never really I've always kind of walked around about 90s, 93, maximum 100 kg. So like the weight kind of bouncing between both weights has never really been an issue. I can even make light heavy, which is comfortably because I just walk around at that weight really. So that's just my walk around weight.
Yeah. Now, I remember you seeing some of your amateur fights, seeing you obviously fight at heavyweight. Yeah. And I was like, obviously look pretty lean there. And obviously seeing you fight going down to like heavyweight, I was like, I don't see how obviously losing that extra weight.
Yeah. Don't much to lose, mate, I'll be honest. There's nothing much really to lose. Just gotta watch what I eat for a little bit. And just watch the diet and just keep staying active. I'm blessed with obviously some good genes, genetics. And just gotta put them to use, mate, So yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, last minute booking this weekend on Uncaged.
Yeah.
How did that come about? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, my coach just kind of mentioned it last week. He's like, "Oh yeah, would you be up for a fight?" Because I'm like, "Oh, I feel like fighting against that." Yeah. And just got chatting about it, and I was like, "Yeah, of course I'll fight again. Why not?" And he's just like, "All right, I'll get you matched up." And yesterday he sent me. Well, say yesterday, Wednesday. I think he sent me the poster. So I was like, yeah, good, game on, So we've got on the phone. Yeah, why not? Let's have it. So it wasn't really confirmed to me, up until probably midweek, that I'm definitely fighting at the weekend. So I'm just going with the flow, mate. I feel confident. I didn't really take any damage in my first pro fight. So why not just go again? More than ready.
You sound pretty chill about it. Do you normally get really anxious before fights, or you always this chill?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a different mindset now. You know, like I said, obviously lockdown for me has proved a lot. You know, I won't get too much into the COVID malarkey, but you know, lockdown. You know, those that follow my posts know what I chat. So you know, like I said, I've just got a completely different mindset to being an amateur now. You know, like I said, I lost my my last amateur fight, and then I learned so much from that, and I've just got to fight my fight. You know, not worry about my opponent and what he may be able to do. You know, I have to fight my fight, because if I'm too busy worried about him, you know, I'm already losing the battle. You know, so I've just got to fight my fight. And that's the way I see it. You know, like I said, I don't even, you know, other than looking at the fight card, I didn't even know my opponent's name. So, you know, I didn't even know who I was fighting. You know, it was just one of them. I'm just kind of just like, I'll just have it, man. Let's do it. So, I'm just glad to be going again.
Yeah. Is that what you took from your last amateur fight then? That sort of change in mindset, but focusing more on yourself?
Yeah. You know, like I said, you know, the kid that I fought, well, I said the kid, sorry, you know, no disrespect. The adult, the guy that I fought, my opponent, sorry, you know, he was, you know, he what he said to me after the fight really just kind of made me think that I kind of played into his kind of fight. You know, it was a boring graph. You know, like I said, I always say when I watch my fights, I always cringe. So sometimes when I watch my fights back, I'm always like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, and I'm always like, you know, self-critical. But you know, like I said, I was just watching the fight back, and I'm like, it's a boring fight. You know, I don't tell people to watch. I'm like, God, it's a boring fight. It was just a grappling battle, really. And you know, those that appreciate MMA and you know the full Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu side of it, will probably watch it and be intrigued. But those that just want to see knockouts, probably bored of the fight. But what I learned from that fight is that the guy, after we had the fight, he said, I felt your power and I didn't want to strike with you. So when you hear something like that, and the guy was heavier, even though, like I said, it was my last heavyweight amateur fight, the guy was heavier than me. He must have had about 10 kg, on me, which, I wasn't bothered about. It is what it is. But yeah, it was like that. And he just said, I felt your power. I didn't want to strike you, so I just had to grapple, Mm-hmm. So, I know my weakness. I know what I've got to work on. I've been working on a lot, over these last two years, more or less, almost since I've been out of the cage. So, yeah, I've been working on a lot, man.
Yeah, start of the second round, start the third round, he went straight back in for the takedown again, didn't he?
Yeah, like I said, it was Rise and Conquer. I fought one of TFT's heavyweights, Martian, he was. Strong lad, really strong guy, strong opponent, credit to him, we just grappled, I kind of let him back me up, and, he just went straight in for the takedown. And it's frustrating because I know that, if I initiate and I start, to strike, a lot of people are going to get backed up with my strike and my range, and that's what I've mastered now. I've mastered my range, and that's what I feel most comfortable with, that I've got that kicking range. And then if you get past the legs, you've got to get past the long levers as well. And then, like I said, we've been working the knees and the elbow with my Thai coach, David. So, just feeling very comfortable with everything. All my coaches, AVT, Ian, Danny, Jay, Ash, big respects to them all. Big respects to all my coaches at AVT.
Yeah. So you got into MMA through Taekwondo, didn't you? Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I started in Taekwondo many years ago. And then kind of started kickboxing just after my daughter was born. So in 2011. I probably started kickboxing 2010, 2011. And then from there, just kind of progressed into MMA in 2018. So I'd been doing kickboxing for quite a few years, and it just got to the point where I wasn't bored of it. I was just getting frustrated. The cost of it was quite expensive. Tournaments especially, traveling, going here, there. Fought all over the world. Which I'm blessed to have, to have that experience, to fight all over the world and go fight many different, countrymen and many different opponents from different styles, different backgrounds, completely different lifestyles. So I was blessed in that aspect, but obviously it did cost a lot, to do that, to fight in America, where I had my first kickboxing tournament, and then to go fight in Ireland. Greece, Jamaica, Wales, Scotland, so yeah, it was unreal, man. It's done a lot, the kickboxing, and started then at Predators Manchester, MMA 2018.
Must have been a good experience though. It sounds like it took you all over the world.
Yeah, the kickboxing did. Like I said, I love it. I've got so much love for the kickboxing and the stand-up because it's taught me a lot. And then obviously, I just love to transition. And now, like I said, the hardest part is obviously transitioning the kickboxing now to MMA because it is easy, but it's not at the same time, because the same way that you can fight kickboxing, you can't fight that in MMA. There's styles of MMA, the grappling, the jits, the wrestlers, the sambo wrestlers, that'll just come at you at different angles and, different techniques that won't work for kickboxing.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest differences in techniques that you found that just won't work over here, or some of the hardest transitions you've found?
It's obviously just the ground, obviously the grappling side of it, the ground's obviously a massive transition because obviously kickboxing are on the feet. And like I said, I'll never forget the first time I was looking up at the ceiling thinking, how do I get back up? I'm over at Predators, and the guy was, he wasn't a big guy, but he just had me pinned, and I was like, what the heck, what am I doing here? But yeah, I mean, the biggest, like I said, it's just learning to kind of, maybe certain kicks you've got to avoid throwing because it's MMA. Certain techniques you've got to avoid, against certain styles of fighters. If you're looking, at a high-level grappler, wrestler, jits guy, you've got to be careful with the spinning techniques or the low leg kicks and things like that because, they'll look at a catch and just, try and just tie you up and pin you to the ground. So it's just been aware. It's just been more aware of certain things we can throw.
Yeah. Yeah. So about taking this fight on short notice, obviously after the year out, are you just trying to be as active as possible?
Yeah, well, you know what, like I said, obviously turning pro, as well. I want to try and, keep it moving. Like I said, I'm 33, so, I'm not as young as, as 23, I was 10 years ago when I first probably kind of started kickboxing. And obviously, my body's getting, older and wearier. The greys start to pop up every now and then. So, I've got to keep it moving. If DC can be a champion in UFC at 40, then there's some light for us plus 30s. So, that's a mindset to have. If he can do it at 40 years old, I can still do it. I'm 33. I've just got. Yeah. That's why I just want to keep on moving, man. I've got to keep on working.
Yeah. What was behind your decision to turn pro when you did, obviously, this year?
Just my coach, Danny Mitchell, head coach. I can't thank him enough. He's really changed my style of fighting. He's helped me massively in, my martial arts career as well now, especially mixed martial arts, sorry. And yeah, he's just, his kind of confidence in my style of fighting, because I think even for him to have someone of his high level behind you really gives you confidence, and really brings a lot of confidence within the team, because the people at AVT, there's no jokers on their mats. I'm telling you straight, like I said, even I was fasting today, and sparring today. I'm glad it's my last Friday fast. I'll just put it that way. I'm glad, I'm looking at my face. I can see a few marks here. I'm like, there's none over there, but I can see a few. I'm like, yo, these boys don't play, man. I'm telling you, like, you want to learn martial arts, just come away VT, and there's some serious talent at VT. And yeah, like I said, just having his high level of coaching and obviously fight experience and fight IQ. Definitely brings a lot to the table, and obviously is motivation for anyone at that gym.
Yeah. How do you see the fight going this weekend then? What do you want to take away from it?
I want another win. I want a highlight reel. I want to build a highlight reel. I want to be known as that big guy that can move. Because what I admire, one of my favorite kind of legendary UFC fighters was Pedro Rizzo. Now, I was watching UFC, like I said, for years, Bravo, back in the days, like back in the cable days, when there was no Sky about. And like when I watched a fight of his caliber, and he was a heavyweight, a serious heavyweight, and he was a serious kickboxing talent, you know, from Brazil, Pedro Rizzo. And, you know, I just admired the way him and Andrei Arlovski had some absolute battles. Like they had some wars, you know. I think they did a trilogy. And yeah, he was just an animal. And I just admired that talent. And, you know, that heavyweight, I don't think there is, or light heavyweight even, sorry, there's not many that can move and, you know, in and out, that kickboxing point style of fighting mixed with, you know, the MMA skill set that they're learning from Predators and AVT. There's not many like me. I know there's not, you know. I was meant to even spar Derek Chisora at some point, David Hay, you know, give me a shout out, a message. And again, I'll call him out. David, if your boy Chisora would have sparred me, he would have won his last few fights. He would have won his fight against Usyk. He would have won his fight against Parker, but he's not. And this is your problem, David Hay. Your boy's not sparred me.
You should have been in the gym. Should have been in the gym.
He should have come see me. I'd give him a workout. I showed him what he can do. If you can drop somebody in the first round, they shouldn't then come back and win in the 12th round. You know, I'm telling you that now. Like, come on, man. If I'm putting you to sleep, I'm putting you to sleep. Like you're going night. Like you are. Like, you know, I'm not bragging, but you know, if I'm connecting someone, I'm putting someone out. Yo, this is what I'm looking. So this fight tomorrow, I'm looking to take man's head off. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. I'm gonna keep making noise. I'm gonna keep looking to take your leg. If I can't get your leg, I'm getting your head. I'm getting your body. I'm getting something's getting tough, and it's going. So I'm looking for a highlight reel. Is all I'm gonna say, because there's a few bets going down at AVT. So yeah, we'll keep it at that.
I love that attitude, man.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, a lot of AVT fighters on the last Cage Steel card. And the same again for this weekend. Obviously, I can tell from where it's at, create like a certain type of camaraderie. Then, like you're saying, and like obviously feel like a team when you go into the events together.
Yeah, I mean, it was different with no crowd, and again, it's probably going to be a bit different here with no crowd. But you know what? As having that time off, and just kind of, yeah, just, you know. It's nice as well at the same time. Like you don't feel like there is as much added pressure with having the atmosphere and the crowd and everyone there, and you know, everyone going. You know, as nice as that is, for me, you know, like I said, I've got tunnel vision now. You know, like I said, I've fought in so many different. Well, I don't want to brag. Not saying I'm bragging, but I've fought in a few different countries, and it's like, you know, you kind of get the atmosphere when you're in different scenarios, when you've not even got your coach there, when you know you've not even got, you know, your supporters there. So it's just a fight. A fight's a fight to me. I'm going in there to do what I've been training to do. You know, whether there's a crowd there, whether it's pay-per-view, whether it's online, whether it's, you know, sparring somebody somewhere new. You know, I'm just going in there to do what I've been training to do. So, yeah, it's a nice feeling to have, hopefully, what will have a better feel of, you know, soon when we're allowed to do the normal things that we're allowed to normally do, you know, and have a crowd and be able to celebrate together as a team and everyone being in together and not one in, one out, you know. So it is what it is, you know, not getting into too much, but yeah, the malarkey's, yeah, it's just malarkey. And it's nice to be going as a team, and yeah, winning as a team as well. It's nice, you know, it's nice to come back when the team's winning and people are doing good. Even when people lose, we still learn. Even people draw, we still learn. So, you know, we move on and we just keep getting better. That's the main thing.
I think I've heard some people say they actually like not having the crowd there. Yeah, they can hear the corner more and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can, you know, and again, like I said, I think it's just having that tunnel vision mindset. Like for me, I'm not focusing on someone booing me. Like I've heard the boos before. I've heard people booing me before. I've heard people shouting for their opponent to win, and not me. You know, I'm used to it. You know, I've had cornermen want to fight me because I've done something that I might not have should have done. You know, so for me, it don't bother me. You know, like I said, I'm in there to fight. If you want to get in here and fight me, that's good. I respect that. But, you know, outside, tunnel vision. I've got tunnel vision because my opponent's in front of me, and that's all that matters. Like, yeah, I can hear my corner, and I'll try and tune into my corner as much as I can, even when there's a crowd there. But in the same time, it's just tunnel vision. It's just human instinct. It's fight or flight. We're in there to do business, and that's what we've got to do.
Yeah. What are your goals in the sport, mate? How far do you want to go?
I want to go to the highest levels that I can go to. Whether that be UFC, whether that be KSW, whether that be PFL, Cage Warriors, ACB, Brave, One, wherever I can go, I'll fight. Whoever, wherever, whenever, I'm down to fight. Like I said, I've got a lot to learn. I've got a lot to prove in some parts of my life as well. That I want to build my own gym. I'm looking at building my own gym. At the minute, obviously, I'm teaching at other gyms, but my main aim is to have a gym as well as run shows. I want to be running shows. A few years later when I retire, maybe, I want to be looking at, commentating. I'd love to commentate. I think a few people after watching a few of my live videos will be like, yeah, let's, because I'd be better than Snoop Dogg. And that's no disrespect to Snoop Dogg, but I'd probably be better than Snoop Dogg just because I'm a fighter and I've lived that lifestyle. So, yeah, I do it all, even as much. I've done judging before, I've done reffing, so I'll do it all. I'm a man of many talents. I want to work. I just want to be part of the martial arts industry. I love it. It's what I do. It's what I breathe. It's what I train. It's just part of me. So I just want to be part of it.
On your live videos, is that you on your way to the gym every day? Like, is that a big commute for you? Yeah,
I mean, some of them. So, some of them, like I said, some of the Snapchats, it's just me literally, sometimes driving to the gyms, sometimes, going to pick the kids up from school, doing the school run. So, it just varies, some of them, like I said, I'll be driving to, go to see my mates over in Manchester or, the family train over there and stuff. So it's just part of the package, either way, I'm just, I'm just about. And sometimes when I just think, you know what, I'm driving, I'll just do a live video. Sometimes even when I'm going to a protest, I don't want to call it a protest, a peaceful rally, because they are peaceful rallies. Yeah, we're not out here protesting. We're sick of nonsense and ponces and nonsense in power. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm just the malarkey. But yeah, the live videos are just obviously just when on the long drive. Sometimes we do a little live videos when we're training, or whichever, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you coming on, mate, chatting to me. Been good.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks a lot, Joe. Thanks for having me, man.
Obviously, looking forward to tomorrow night. See how it goes. Best of luck to you.